Okay, let's start. Let's copy this in the notebook. The flexibility of the government. That is the title for today. Let's copy this in the notebook. Isabela, Fernando, Andrea, do you have any problem with your video?
Yes, I have a problem with the video.
Okay, Andrea Núñez.
Please copy the flexibility of government.
Yes, flexibility of government. That is the title for today, the flexibility of government.
No sé.
Remember that in the last week, we talked about the three branches of government. We mentioned that the Constitution tells that how it's going to be divided, the nation. So in this case, we talk about the United States, that they have three branches. Who remember the three branches of government? Nobody? We mentioned judicial branch,
Judicial, no me acuerdo cuál.
legislative,
Legislative and
and
president.
executive branch. These three branches, we talk about them. And we mentioned that all of them work together to follow, to make, and to execute the laws. Now, the government, it can be flexible. Yeah, they should follow the Constitution. That is a book of a lot of laws. So the Constitution, but they can be some flexible. They can be flexible when they are talking about different topics. So today we're gonna learn about it. So let's talk about here. We're going to copy the definition of an amendment. Why? Because an amendment is a change to Constitution. Just copy this. What is on the blue rectangle here? An amendment is a change to Constitution. Sometimes the Constitution, they can make a mistake and they can change the Constitution when they are making the laws, because the Congress, remember the Congress is the one that makes the laws. The Congress is the only that makes the laws. So that government can be flexible and can change the laws. So what is an amendment? It says it's change to Constitution, and amendments are passed by Congress and must then be approved by a majority of the states. So the Congress, they make laws, they need to share this, and the states by the senators and the House of Representatives, they are going to also see and if they can approve or not, and that the other branches, the judicial and the executive. A number of amendments have been added to the Constitution since it was first written. So the Constitution that the United States has is not the same that it was the first day that they created the Constitution. No, there have been a lot of amendments. There have been a lot of changes in the Constitution because people, they may have some strikes. They might be in the streets asking for some amendments also to have a better life.
Miss, ¿quién es Connie Reyes Vanegas?
Sorry?
¿Quién es Connie Reyes Vanegas?
It's Lucia. Isabela. Isabela Reyes, yes. Now,
we have only to copy and amending changes.
yes, just this.
I finished.
Finished? Okay, so don't forget, an amendment is a change into the Constitution. They change any laws that it was created a long time ago or previous dates or previous years or weeks, according to the needs and according to the new needs that they have. Because people is changing, the dates are changing. We don't think in the same way, or so they don't think in the same way of before. So they are changing also the Constitution and the laws the way that they need to behave. Now let's cut to next slide. What we have here in this slide. You don't finish to copy what is an amendment? Just this, class. You don't have to copy everything. 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 0. Okay, let's go to next slide. What we're going to copy is this information that you see in blue in the blue rectangle. We're going to copy. So there have been a lot of amendments, but we're going to make emphasis on the first 10 amendments because in the Constitution there are no other as the Bills of Rights. So today we're gonna talk about the Bills of Rights. So Bills of Rights, in other words, it's 10 amendments, the first 10 amendments. These amendments guarantee such as freedoms as speech, freedom of press, freedom of religion, and freedom of speech. So these amendments, what they want to, why they create these amendments, these changes to the Constitution, because people, long time ago, they don't have the right to select the religion. They don't have the freedom of say whatever they want. Like now that you have the freedom of speech. Journalists, they have the freedom of speech. When you see the news on HCH, you see Hoy Mismo, I don't know, all the channels that you see, CNN, they have the freedom of speech to give any comments about the government. But before they don't have that, they were punished to do that. Freedom of religion, you choose if you want to be a Catholic, if you want to follow Christian churches, if you want to be follow of Jesus or not. So you have the freedom to choose. Freedom of, so it was this Bills of Rights, that these amendments that create these changes in the people. People in those days, they don't have the right because the Constitution says that. But with these amendments now, they do have this freedom. Now, over time, our government has become a stronger, more representative democracy because of our amended constitutions. Okay, so let's copy here. I'm going to give you 3 minutes, 3 minutes to copy this.
I finished, Miss.
Okay, Anna.
Finished.
Finished?
I finished.
So the Bills of Rights, it can have more amendments, but we're talking about the first 10. The first 10 amendments, because in the first 10 amendments, it's talk about the freedom of press, religion, and speech of any individual. So as an individual, as a person, one person, so all of them, they have, all of us now, and these Americans, they have this freedom. So this liberty, the liberty to do, to speak, or to follow any religion that they want. They are not forced to do some things, like before they were forced to do it. But now with these amendments, they cannot do it because they have a freedom. Now, all of you finished class, all of you, I can change the slide now. So 1 minute, 1 minute to finish.
I love that.
Okay, let's finish here. While you're finishing, I'm going to take the attendance and then I'm going to change the slide. Ana, Andrea, and Camila.
Present.
Andrea Núñez, Camila.
Present.
Camila is not here. Gabriela, Isabela, and Kiara.
Present. Present.
Lucia,
Present.
Rosa Valerie Encillan.
Present. Present.
Perfect. Dani Fernando Hermes.
Present. Present.
Present.
Joshua Caler.
Present.
Santiago Chávez.
Present.
Okay, perfect. All the bush. Okay, let's go to next slide. Remember that the bills of rights, they can have more amendments, but right now we're making the emphasis just of the first 10. Now, let's pay attention to the first 10 amendments that now we're gonna read here, the bills of rights. So number 1, help me to read number 1, Andrea Sofia. First amendment of the bills of rights. Read number 1, Andrea.
Freedom of religion, speech, and express, rights of petition and assembly.
Thank you. That is number 1. People have the freedom of do this. As I was mentioning before, they have the freedom of religion and speech and press. The journalists, now they can make any comment about the government, about the constitution, if something is not working well. Religion, you choose the religion that you want to follow. Number 2, Anna, read number 2, Anna.
Number 2, right to keep and bear arms.
Thank you. Now, before people cannot use arms, now they can keep, they can have by legal, obviously legally, they can have keep and bear arms. They can use arms, but by control. So they have to register their these arms that they have if they want to use it.
We have to read.
Just read. You don't have to copy anything right now. Don't forget, number 2, right to keep and bear arms. Number 3, help me to read number 3 now. Joshua.
No force hurting or of troops.
Okay, excellent. Number 4, read number 4, Lucia.
No unreasonable researches and seizures.
Seizures. Okay, excellent. That is number 4. No reasonable searches of seizures. Sometimes before the people were followed, or they were looking for something, that it doesn't make any sense. So that they change. That's things change, like you see in the picture here. And also number 3, it says no forced quartering of troops. Before some people were forced to be in these troops, quartering of troops. So without the consent of the owner. So people, if they were boys, they were forced to be like having some services as military, so they were forced. So now people are not forced to be in as a military. They decide, they have the choose if they want to be or not. But before, in those times when they were some wars, they were forced to be working here if they were boys and more than 18 years old. If I'm not wrong, they were forced to be in the as military services. Number 5, let's see number 5. Help me to read number 5 now. Hermes.
Right to due process of law. No double third party or self-incrimination.
Excellent. Before, people were just judged, like you are guilty for doing things or you are murdering. But now they have the process of law. They need to go to the judge and they decide if it is guilty or not of making any anything. So that is what it mentioned number 5, the 5th amendment. It's that people might be judged by, and especially in this case by a judge. So they go to the justice. Number 6, help me to read number 6 now. The bill of right number 6, Rosa.
Point of the accused is pending and public trial by jury, clear chain, witness in defense and attorney.
Attorney. Okay, excellent. That is related to number 5. It's the same. The people have the right to be accused and to be in a trial. To be in a trial by a jury, by a judge, and clear charges. So, for example, if that person it doesn't commit some crime, so it's going to be clear all the charges. And it can have some witnesses. You know what is a witness class? Witnesses in defense and attorney. You know what is it to be a witness? No, un testigo. When someone, for example, kills another person, all the time there is a witness. Someone saw that. So that witness, when they are in a trial, they must have a witness that's going to say, no, that person didn't kill somebody else. That person didn't beat or stole chicken, for example, because I see he was with me that day at the same hour that you are accusing him. So it's a witness. It's a witness or some witness. It can be 2 or more. Now, number 7. Help me to read number 7. Valerie, number 7, Valerie.
Number Miss
7.
right to trial by jury and civil case.
When this is related to the previous one. Okay, number 8. Santiago Chavez, read number 8.
All right. No cruel or unusual punishments.
Thank you. No cruel or unusual punishments. So imagine that on those times when there were war or a long time ago, those people were having some cruel punishment. They were just by, well, some people stole, for example, a chicken or a cow. So they were like, you stole my cow, so I'm gonna cut you your hands. I'm gonna cut you in your nose, something like that. So they were so cruel, imagine just for that. So they were cruel initial punishment. So now with these amendments, they cannot do that. They are going to decide, okay, now if you commit some crimes and you do something that it's not according to their laws, you're going to be in jail. But they are not going to cut anything or do anything with the body of the person like this. As you can notice here, look what happened here. He was like having this wood. It was so cruel, that punishment in those times. But now with these amendments, they don't have it. Number 9, Gabriela, help me to read number 9.
Other rights not included of the Constitution.
Other rights not including Constitution. So people, they were considered the same. So the Constitution tells the rights that everybody can have, and so if it is not included in the Constitution, it means that you cannot have it. So people cannot say, I have more rights than you, because all of us were equal. And number 10, it says state rights and powers. States' rights and powers of the United States, right? Now, I'm going to give you 2 minutes. 2 minutes to read by yourself, read carefully. Again, from 1 to 10, this bills are right. Read by yourself. Take care, because then we're going to make an activity. So read by yourself.
Can I go to the bathroom?
Okay, go, hurry up.
Thank you.
2 minutes, 2 minutes to read by yourself these bills of rights. Finish to read all the from 1 to 10?
Yeah.
Yes.
No.
No. 1 minute. 1 minute to finish.
Yeah.
Tiago Chavez.
Miss, we're going to copy something else.
Yes.
No. It's a joke. Miss, it's a joke. Oh no.
No. Are you ready with your worksheet, class? Do you have your worksheet with you?
What word?
You don't know what is the worksheet?
What worksheet?
Gabriela, show the worksheet. Yes, look at Gabriela's camera. She has the worksheet. Here. Here. Who else has the worksheet? Khaled? Just the two of you? Fernando, thank you. Okay, listen, what we're going to do, class. If you don't have your worksheet, that's going to be as a homework. You need to work on that and upload it to Schoology. Now, if you have your worksheet, what we're going to do, class? You're going to complete by yourself the bills of rights. I can help you with this. Now, it says number 1. This is the worksheet that you should have in your hands. What it says number 1, bills of what? Look here, they're missing some words. We need to complete that words.
And these have.
Yes. So which word is missing here, Khaled? Gabriela.
The freedom of religion.
Freedom of religion. So we're going to complete according to the previous presentation. Freedom of religion, speech, and
Press.
press. Perfect. Press. Then it says rights of. So are missing 2 words. Rights of what?
Petition.
Petition. That's right. Rights of petition and
Assembly.
assembly. Perfect. You remember. That's why I was telling you. You need to read carefully the previous slide because with that one, it helps you to complete this worksheet. You need to take a photo of this while you're working and upload it to Schoology. All of you. All of you have to take a photo and upload it to Schoology. Now, in the same way, we're going to do number 2. The second freedom, it's right to what?
Bear arms.
That's right, right to keep and bear arms. Perfect. That it was number 2, keep and bear arms. What about number 3? No?
No unreasonable.
No, that is number 4.
Yes,
That is number 4. No reasonable what?
no reasonable.
We have number 3, another one.
No forces and
Search.
quality of troops. Searches and scissors.
Okay, that is number 4, search.
Yes.
No
process. Don't share and scissors.
Okay, that's right. But what is number 3? Do you remember number 3? No portioning off?
No forces of quarantine.
That's right. No forced quarantine of what?
Of troops.
Ships. That's right. So is what you are doing is to complete it according to the information on the previous slide. Bills of rights. Continue by yourself. I'm not going to help you more. Number 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. But you can tell your classmate the answer, but I'm not going to write anything more.
Right now.
Right to what?
Process. The process.
Process of.
Process of allow the double jailbreak
Jeopardy.
of ready to go process of law, don't double jeopardy of self-incrimination. Miss,
That is number 5. What about number 6? Rights of
right
what?
of the accused being in republic trial by jury, cleaner, changer, wine, and defense and authority.
Attorney, that's right. That is number 6. The 6.
Pero me que copiar de la 5. Of law. Bien le digo la rutina. Of law of law.
Remember, you need to take a photo of this and upload it to Schoology. I'm going to check this in a Schoology. If you cannot print it, I know that sometimes you cannot print it, so you need to copy in your notebook and underline the word that you are writing or use a different color of the pencil or the pen that you're using. If you cannot print it, but you need to show me this in your notebook or in the worksheet. A photo in
Miss, I don't understand the 6.
the 6, it says right of what? Right of speeding public clear witnesses and right of the accused, that is number 6, right of the accused, speedy and public trial by the jury. Clear charges, witnesses in defense and attorney. Yes.
The 7 is right now. Right to trial by jury and civil code. Thank you.
Welcome. In civil case, that's right. That is number 7.
Trial by jury and in a civil cause.
Mhm.
The 8 not cruel, rhymes, non cruel or non so punishment.
That's right. No cruel or unusual punishments. That
No.
is number 8. No cruel or unusual punishments. Okay, don't forget, take a photo and upload it to Schoology. In social studies, you don't have homework this week, but this you need to upload it to Schoology. This is the only thing.
This is the 9 is another one not included in Constitution.
In Constitution, and the last one, number 10, Colette?
And this is state rights and power.
That's right, excellent. Okay, so let's stop here in the class. Time's over, so remember to finish to complete by yourself, upload it to Schoology. If you cannot print the worksheet, so you need to copy in your notebook this. If you cannot print it, it's okay. As soon as you upload it to Schoology. Okay, bye-bye.